Good morning, teacher and classmate. For us, it's a real pleasure to explain about the Stefan theory and in the second language acquisition and its implication in learning grammar. On this case, my classmates are Israel Rios, Militza Molina, Kenya, and me. We are going to be working explaining to you how do this theory works. Okay, before I get started, I would like to explain a little bit how was experience in reading text, comparing how is the second language learning nowadays versus the Stefan theories. First, we need to know that in grammar learning, Stefan used the abstract, for example, learning a goal instead of sitting the student and learning the common grammar we know. And he used also making mistakes. He used by putting the student on speaking a specific goal. And the goal here is not to the student feel that the student is learning grammar. So my classmate going to be explaining some of these theories and its implication in learning grammar.
Hello everyone, I'm Elixir Molina. In this video, I'm going to explain how to apply monitor hypothesis and acquisition learning hypothesis to teach grammar in ESL. To apply monitor hypothesis, teacher can encourage students to produce language freely in communicative activities while occasionally using their learned grammar rules to self-correct. The application of acquisition learning hypothesis is focused in creating a learning environment where students can use the language in real context. Activities like role play help the students to produce grammar in an interactive way, making the learning process more effective. Thank you.
Good evening, teacher and classmates. I am going to talk about two of crashing hypothesis. The natural order hypothesis is using grammatical rules so that knowledge is acquired from text, not to memorize it, referring to the facts that there is not order to teach a second language because there are grammatical structures that are learned before and other learned over time. The input hypothesis is one of the most prominent. It should be used focusing on a student being able to answer the question they receive in the language they are learning. It is important to expose a student to being in an environment where they speak the language regularly. In fact, learning will be more effective. Thank you.
Professor and classmate, today I will talk about a Krasner hypothesis. The effective filter hypothesis focuses on the acquisition of the several factors that help on the hinder when learning the second language, with teaching motivation, anxiety, and confidence in the student, among other things. They will be decide of them to learn the second language. Okay, we have several relevant points in this hypothesis, such as motivation. We are students who are the motivate this as a second language have an advantage over the other who do not have that desire to learn another language, ensuring that students achieve their objective. Reason of the making the person feel more uh, committed to achieving learning. On the other hand, anxiety, another factor that makes performance when learning another language low, that is, student will not externalize the languages due to the anxiety and fear of being judged by other students or teachers. It is recommended to create an environment with a low level to stress and anxiety to achieve optimal student performance. Okay, we conclude that crashing hypotheses are all important of the each one can be used in teaching process, seeking that the student is always motivated to learn a second language. The classes are dynamic and that students feel that they achieve the objective of learning without thinking that grammar is just rules, but rather to they see is a complement to able to learn languages and be able to apply grammar in correct way. Thank you, Professor.